Welcome back to another Metal Mondays. We just played Flesh from Bone from Violence and Narcissist from Napalm Death. As you know, we always start Monday off with Violence. We have a lovely guest with us. We have Gabe from Enterprise Earth. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Great, man. Well, let's get into this. This is your guys' first release since 2019. When did you guys start writing The Chosen?
It's in 2019 actually. It was about the summer of that year. We started with like a totally blank canvas, just writing new songs. Didn't really have anything prepped, and yeah, these songs have been done for a while, and the pandemic stuff kind of pushed things back. So it feels really good to finally get them out.
Nice. So there's no leftover songs from your guys' previous release, Luciferus?
No, no.
Nice. And what was the writing process for this record?
It was a lot of fun. It was all written, recorded, produced, mixed, mastered, everything in my tiny home trailer studio that I live and work out of. And yeah, it was a lot of fun just writing and doing all the work for the album in different parts of the country.
And did any of the band members have did they help with any of the writing, or was it all you?
I write all of the instrumentation. Brandon, our drummer, will go over things and do his drum stuff, and then Dan writes and records all of the vocals.
Nice. And what made you guys name this record The Chosen?
That'd be a better question for Dan. I can't remember exactly what his reasoning was as far as like the names and stuff. So I can't answer that question with integrity at the moment, unfortunately. I should probably ask him what his reason for that was, so I can answer that in the future.
It's fine. It's fine. I've seen you have a trailer called Studio Nessa. How
Yeah.
was it recording in different locations?
Oh, it's so much fun. I've been living that way for like 4 or 5 years now, and this was the first full production to be done inside of like the trailer studio rig. So yeah, everything was written in Taos, New Mexico, recorded in Colorado, guitars, bass recorded in Colorado, vocals were done in Sedona, Arizona, and then everything was mixed and mastered in Southern California.
Nice. And with you having all those locations, did you distinctly pick those, or you just ended up in those areas?
That's just where I ended up. It happened to be at the time. So yeah, I just kind of follow where I need to go.
And with you being in those different locations, how long were you there for each location for the writing process and
Um,
recording?
there were two separate stints in Taos for writing over the span of like 2 or 3 months, I think. And then guitars about a month in Colorado. Vocals, I think we spent 2 weeks in Sedona, and then I spent several weeks to a month mixing, I think.
And can you tell me how Studio Nessa was created?
Yeah, it was so I got exposed to like the nomadic lifestyle living thing about 6 years ago when I first moved to Taos, New Mexico. And yeah, it was I initially just like dirtbagged out of my Subaru Forester for like 6 months and just fell in love with camping and living that way. And then moved back home to Pittsburgh for a bit, and then went back out, wanted to do it again, but wanted more space to be able to like stand up and like actually live in my space, not be cramped in a Subaru. So the trailer came to life like 4 years ago, I think, something like that. And yeah, that's been home ever since.
Nice. So, did you record all the parts, or they came in and they did their parts? Did you guys do it remote?
Yeah, well, everything was done inside the trailer, recorded inside the trailer, except for drums. We did
Yeah.
that with with Jason Sukoff in Florida. But yeah, everything was recorded inside the rig.
Nice. So what made you want to engineer, produce, and mix this record? Because it says that this was your guys' first one you actually did everything on.
Yeah, well, it's actually a Foundations of Bones EP. We released that in 2020. That was the first thing that we did all ourselves. And yeah, I mean, the whole pandemic kind of sparked or prompted that. We were just like, fuck it, let's just give it a shot and see what happens. And we ended up being happy with the sound, happy with the product, and it's nice to have full control over our music. If it doesn't sound the way we want it to sound, then we have no one else to blame but ourselves.
Nice. Well, let's get in some tunes. We're gonna play Desecration of Flesh from Broken Glass Sanctuary here on Razor Radio. We're coming back from Made to Please from Spy. Well, let's get back into this. So, while recording this record, did you have a game plan on how you wanted your guitar to sound?
Just I wanted it to sound good. That's all. That's all I'll say about that. I don't know. There's nothing. I don't know if I give like a specific answer. There was some tone searching and things like that, but yeah, I messed around with a few different tones, a few different things, and ended up settling on a blend of two different amps actually for this one.
And what amps were those?
It was a Fortin Meshuggah head profile on my Kemper, and then mixed with or blended with the Neural DSP Gojira plug-in suite. A 5153 and a Ford Meshuggah head.
That's pretty cool. What made you want to use those amps out of all of them?
They're like just like two of like my favorite amps and companies, and I just really, I mean, 5153, 5150, all that. Those amps are tried and true metal stuff, and I don't know. I just like the way they sound. That's
cool.
it.
Simple. You guys have some acoustic guitar parts on this record. What gave you the idea to add that onto this record?
We introduced the acoustic guitar on Luciferous, and we also did a full acoustic song with just clean singing on the Foundation of Bones EP. And I've done like a lot of acoustic stuff in the past with my other bands. So yeah, it's just like another element of our songwriting that when the time calls for it, we like to incorporate it.
Nice. And do you guys bring that onto the stage? And
Not right now, but maybe on a headliner we would, just because it's another like layer of setup that we have to do with that. So
makes sense. What was the process picking the track order?
um, trying to think. I mean, once we had everything together, we tried to kind of lay things out so the album would have like a good flow to it, like not put two similar songs back to back. There's a couple interludes that kind of in two-part songs where everything kind of ties into one another as well. So we just picked what felt natural.
Nice. And what made you guys want to do a 14-track record?
I don't know. It was a lot of work, so I don't know if we do anything like that again. Yeah, that's a very philosophical question that I can't give you a straight answer to. So
Sorry about that.
it's not your fault. It's my fault.
Was there any like songs that got left off that didn't make it onto this record?
No, everything we wrote made it on there. Foundation of Bones, the song, was actually a part of this batch of songs, but we decided to put it on the EP whenever we decided to do the EP in 2020. But yeah,
Nice.
everything we wrote for this record got used.
Nice. And who designed the album cover?
That was done by Tony Cole. He's done a lot of really cool stuff. The one that really brought us to him was the Job for a Cowboy Sun Eater album cover, because he did that, and that's kind of, we wanted something along that vibe, and he actually absolutely knocked it out of the park.
Nice. So you guys released 2 music videos before dropping this record. What was the process recording the music videos?
Those were shot in Connecticut with our good friend Burke, King Wolf Creative, Burke and Justin, and yeah, they did a great job kind of capturing the vision that we had in mind for both of those. Reanimate Disintegrate was super fun to shoot because we had this kind of like elaborate fire vibe thing planned, and they absolutely knocked it out of the park.
Definitely. I saw that video. Pretty fucking sweet video. I digged it.
Thank you.
Well, let's get into some more tunes. We're gonna play something off your guys' new record. We're gonna play Reanimate Disintegrate from Enterprise Earth
Cool.
here on Razor Radio.
Good segue.
Oh, right. We're coming back from Legends Never Die from Enterprise Earth. Do you have a favorite song that you guys recorded on this record?
Yeah, I think Overpass, track number 7 on the album. Just because it's probably one of the more elaborate songs we've ever done. It's got everything in it, like clean singing, acoustic guitar passages. It's got the feature from Matt from Kublai Khan on it at the end, which is one of my favorite parts of the whole album. And yeah, it's pretty much everything we could throw into a song is crammed into 8 minutes in that song.
Dang. Would you guys consider playing that one live?
We will. Yeah, eventually we will. Probably on a headliner, because it's hard to play an 8-minute song when you're support, because it takes up like a third of your set. So.
Pretty much. Well, I'm gonna go back to the music videos. Did you guys use the same director on both music videos that I've seen?
Yes, yeah, that was both of those were done by Burke and Justin at King Wolf Creative. We have some more music videos coming out that are done by different people, but yeah, those 2 were done by those guys.
Perfect. And it looks like they were recorded in the same place. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it was the same like area studio building.
Nice. And did you record those like within the same like time, or did you guys like spread them out, or what was the gig?
Yeah, they were recorded over about three days, I think. We shot both of those, something like that.
Nice. And with you guys dropping this record January 14th and currently on tour, what's the process with picking the set list for this tour? Are you guys going to put some of the new songs on there, or are you guys are going to wait till the record actually drops?
Yeah, we're playing all new songs on this tour except for one. We're song off of Lucifer. So yeah, everything's brand new on this set on this tour, and so yeah, been a lot of fun so far. Good. It seems the crowd has received them well too.
Nice. So it's getting well received by the crowd since it's all new material. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So you guys are currently on tour, Fit for an Autopsy. How is that tour going so far?
Oh, it's crushing. A lot of sellouts so far. Awesome crowds. Yeah, couldn't really ask for a better tour right now. All the bands are killing it too. Everyone sounds great. Everyone's doing great. Everyone's getting along, having a good time. So far so good.
Nice. And is there like a certain town or state you're looking forward to playing?
Well, we just played Denver last night. That's always a highly anticipated stop. There was a great show in Iowa City, which normally Iowa's you never know with Iowa sometimes, but it was awesome there. It was pretty wild. And we have Portland, Seattle coming up, the whole West Coast, and Texas, all really usually pretty good stops for us.
Nice. And so I know that Fit for an Autopsy is actually dropping a record on Friday. Was that something when you guys landed that tour, something you guys already knew, or going to the tour, you guys said no, you guys are basically having a record drop on the same day?
No, neither of us knew. We announced ours on the 14th. Or we announced the tour, and then we announced the record, and then Fit like I think a month later announced their record, and like we didn't know yeah, it's just a happy coincidence. I guess you could call it.
And so basically, you guys are on tour right now. You guys are going to drop the record on Friday. Is there anything else that Enterprise Earth has going on for 2022?
We have lining up tours for the rest of the year. We have some things booked in the summer, working on the fall stuff too. Hopefully, we get to go to Europe in May, which we have scheduled with Fit for an Autopsy right now. But that is, of course, to be determined. And then, yeah, probably just writing more music and just keeping on going and stuff.
Nice. And where can everyone find this amazing record and keep up with Enterprise Earth?
So our website, enterpriseearthband.com. We're on all the streaming platforms. That's where you'll find the record. Merch is on our website as well. So yeah, just all the usual places you can find us.
Nice. And I'd like to thank you for being on the show.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're going to end the show with Dream Crawl from Abbott. See you guys next Monday here on Razor Radio.